Test. Welcome back to this new live stream here on the channel, and this live stream will be extremely important to be watching right now, because in this live stream I will be discussing the Bitcoin price action, the US inflation reports that are going to get released in exactly 29 minutes from now on. If you will be watching this stream, you will be the first one to know exactly where the inflation is going to come in at, and I will be exactly also discuss on what kind of an effect the inflation reports could have from the US today, because yes, I can guarantee you it's going to be a very, very interesting one today, because yes, we can see all fine things happening today. I mean, yesterday Bitcoin pumped like 20% in 24 hours, and today Bitcoin looks to be knocking on that $25,000. So I need to do some very important TA on the price action of Bitcoin. We need to discuss what's going to happen with the US inflation report. So without any further ado, let me quickly look over the market, what currently is happening and what are the big winners and losers. We can currently see that there are many altcoins that are actually exploding, including the OKX token. That's actually very interesting. Exchange tokens are doing a very good job right now here, but we can see that there's a lot of gainers right now. There are many there are many coins that are actually benefiting from the market moving up here. But let me start off with this video with doing my Bitcoin technical analysis, because currently we can see that Bitcoin is already seeing the next run up happening here towards new highs, and we're about to break actually $25,000. So looking at the 1 hour time frame, what is the level to watch from this previous range? We could have seen clearly that this high right here, this high right here was the level to break, right? This line right here is the level to break. If we confirm a 1 hour candle close above this level, we could start to talk about, okay, maybe we were right now seeing a potential break outside of the range. So let me continue this line here. And you can see that we're so far not approaching the line. I mean, we are approaching line, but so far we've not broken above it yet. So yes, Bitcoin is looking very good. Bitcoin is looking bullish, but what it needs to do in order to really flip bullish, and I mean, talking bullish about macro trend bullish, we need to break above this line. So in this stream, we will keep our eyes wide open on this level, because if we confirm a break above this level, the price target is insane. I'm going to come back towards this price target in a second from now on, because yeah, it's quite an epic one. Before going in towards that, we can currently see that Bitcoin created a CME gap on the lower side around $20,000. Usually CME gaps tends to get filled up. 9 out of the 10 times Bitcoin CME gaps tend to get filled up. We've got more CME gaps above us around $30,000, around $35,000, and even one at $9,000 right here on the lower side. So currently, we created yet again another CME gap. Do I really think it's going to be a problem for Bitcoin? No, not necessarily, but it is definitely something important to keep our eyes wide open on, because yeah, Bitcoin usually tend to fill these gaps, but it doesn't necessarily have to fill the gap, because we still got also a gap around $9,000, and that one also still didn't got filled at all. Looking at the 4 hourly time frame, you can see the resistance to break is 25.2k for the 4 hourly time frame. For the 1 hour time frame, the level is 25.1k, and for the 4 hour, it's 25.2k. That is the level to break for the 4 hour. You can see clearly every single time so far we touched it, we got rejected. And if I'm looking all the way back right here, it was exactly that peak high on the market right there. So it's going to be important to see what is going to be happening today, because today is not only the market that's moving, it's also the US inflation reports. I'm going to talk about my predictions about what is probably going to happen with that in a second from now, because that will also have a very big influence on what is actually going to go down today for Bitcoin. So we can see that if I'm comparing the Bitcoin price action against the S&P 500, Bitcoin is significantly outperforming the S&P 500. This orange line that you can see right here is the S&P 500, and the chart is basically Bitcoin. Of course, probably you recognize it, because yeah, Bitcoin has been absolutely skyrocketing lately. This is the 4 hourly time frame. You can see while the S&P 500 moved up and approximately, 2% in the past 4 days from that previous low, Bitcoin moved up from off that low 26%. So we can clearly say that Bitcoin has been outperforming the S&P 500. And why is this happening? It's of course due to the fact that the banks are failing. The second and third largest bank in the US is currently collapsing, and the Fed is bailing them out. So that is making it very interesting. They're giving billions in dollars again to bail out these banks. I'm going to come back about that in a second from now on, because now we need to talk about the charts first, because what is going on in the charts is very interesting to see. To be very honest, I have not been predicting. I want to be saying this real quickly. I have not expected this significant move right here. To be very honest, the charts were telling me we were actually looking quite bearish. But the market, of course, also can get affected by things outside of the chart, like news, etc. And due to the news events, Bitcoin moved up so significantly. So I want to be pointing this out. I was not expecting this significant leg towards the upside, but I'm loving to see it. And currently, I'm looking at my next trade. So talking about my next trade, because currently I'm actually looking to open up a new trade on Bitcoin. There are some things I'm currently looking at, and I'm seeing an extremely big opportunity in the price chart of Bitcoin right now. And this opportunity all lays in this chart that I'm currently showing in front of you, because this chart right here is telling us a very interesting story. On the right side, you can see the VPVR, what basically means the volume profile range, what is basically telling us how much volume is traded around every single range. It's very simple. You can see here on the left side of the screen, once we were breaking above this level, so once we were breaking basically above 25K, we moved up very quickly to 30K, and basically 30K was the barrier that was holding us up. Once we had the Luna crash, of course, the Luna crash, we wicked through this level, but once we crashed after that, we saw once again a very fast and sharp movement through this level. So there's not a lot of trading data around this range, and there's also not a lot of volume around this range because it's a low volume range right now as well. So what happens with low volume ranges? I mean, just like what happened right here, in a low volume range, you tend to move through it very quickly. So once we confirm the break above $25,000, we're confirming the break above the low volume range, and if we break in towards the low volume range, I can guarantee you there are going to be so many shorts that are getting either liquidated or that either are getting stopped out, what will cause a significant rally for the price action of Bitcoin. And while I'm talking about this, Bitcoin is knocking on the $25,000, what is absolutely insane. But once we confirm the break above this level, and the confirmation will be found on the 1 hour time frame or either on the 4 hourly time frame, and I will be looking for the confirmation on this live stream right here, because if I see the confirmation, I will be opening up a massive new trade, and that is exactly what I'm planning to do right now here. But if we confirm above it, I am expecting Bitcoin is going to go towards $28,000 to $29,000, and that is an insane target. That is an insane rally from the point of the breakout. It could be like, what is it? 20 or 17% move? Another 17% move. Just we had a 20% move in 24 hours, and we could maybe see another one if we confirm the break above this level. So things are definitely heating up for Bitcoin, and that is why it's important to pay attention towards right now here. In exactly 22 minutes from now on, we will have the US inflation data, and maybe that will be a catalyst on creating an even bigger rally for Bitcoin. So it's going to be extremely, extremely important to be keeping our eyes wide open on that one. At the same time, you can see it. I've been saying it on the 1 hour, the 4 hour, but we could also look at confirmations on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, the confirmation is basically the break above 25.4K. You can clearly see 25.4K was the low of the Luna crash, and currently it is providing resistance. If we confirm a break above this level, we could very quickly see the next move towards this level right here. And I'm putting up the horizontals. You can see if we break above this level right here, the next level is this level. And there are multiple ways how I will be trading this. Maybe I'm going to trade on the retest. Maybe I'm going to trade it on the confirmation. But for sure, if I'm going to be having an opportunity to long the retest, I am most certainly going to do it, because there's going to be so much buy power if we break back above this region. I can guarantee you, if we break above this region, it's going to be a very sharp move. It's going to be a very quickly one, and that is why I'm going to be anticipating it. And yeah, the target is $28,000 to $29,000, so I'm getting ready for it. It's going to be a sharp move, just like this one right here, or just like this one right here. It's going to be such kind of a move. So maybe we're going to get rejected and we're not breaking above it. Could happen. But if we break above it, that is how I'm going to be trading it for Bitcoin. Then at the same time, what is very interesting to see is that actually this three-day downtrend for Bitcoin exactly got retested, bounced exactly from it, and Bitcoin also exactly bounced from this red line. And this red line is exactly the previous, oh, excuse me, that was not what I meant to do here. But this red line right here is exactly, like you can see right here, the previous all-time high for Bitcoin in the 2017 bear market. What makes it also very interesting. At the same time, looking at the weekly time frame, you can see if I am looking at the previous bear market for Bitcoin, and I have to hurry up because the inflation data is already coming out in 20 minutes, so I'm trying to speed up. Sorry that I'm talking so quickly, but I've got so many things to discuss, so I'm trying to speed up things here. You can see in the 2018-19 bear market, it took us an approximately 364 days from the top to the bottom, and if I'm looking actually at the bear market right now from top to bottom, so far at least, it took us, 364 days. What a coincidence. What a freaking coincidence. This is very exciting. I think currently we're closer. I mean, it's probably likely that the bear market officially already ended. Of course, in hindsight, what do we call the end of the bear market? Was it the point that we formed the bottom? Yeah, we could call that the end of the bear market. Or was it the point where we basically had this significant rally towards the upside? I don't know what we really call the bear market, but I mean, it is probably likely that the bear market bottom is already in. Of course, I'm not saying that Bitcoin can't go lower, but it is more likely that the bottom is already formed for Bitcoin, since there's also a lot of buy pressure. Because if you look at just the volume, and let me go to the Bitcoin index chart, open up real quickly the volume. Let me show you this, because this is absolutely insane. If you look at the 1 hour time frame, you can see the buy volume that we saw yesterday was insane. Just like you can see a lot of sell volume coming in right here. Oh, sorry, my face is in front of it. Sell volume, you see clearly, it's okay. It's a significant sell-off. But if you see such a significant volume spike in such a strong movement towards the upside, you know it's a real move. You know it's a real move, and that shit is about to go down. Sorry, I say some words that I shouldn't be saying, but this is absolutely crazy. I'm getting freaking excited about Bitcoin, because also looking at the weekly time frame, we can see Bitcoin on the weekly time frame is creating a very crazy structure that I am absolutely loving to see right here, because the structure on the weekly time frame, it's mental. You can see on the left side, left shoulder getting created, so left bottom here. You're going to see a head getting created, so the head is the lowest point of the market, and then you create that higher low, or better said, the right shoulder. I'm talking Dutch at the same time. I can't come through my words. I'm so sorry. But you can see left shoulder, head, right shoulder. We're basically creating a gaining momentum structure. That is literally what a head and shoulders means. We're gaining momentum. First, we were in the downtrend. We create that bottom. We create that higher low. And that is extremely exciting what we're currently seeing. At the same time, thank you so much for the donation, Nicholas. He's saying Binance is suspending deposits and withdrawal service via bank transfers and card payments for the UK. By the way, not sure what's going on. I think it's going to get suspended in 8 days from now on. I'm also going to talk about that, because indeed, they're getting suspended in the UK, but probably UK is focusing on getting their own companies there, because they are granting licenses to different crypto companies. So it's very weird what's going on, but it will come back about that later, because yeah, I really need to hurry up. In 18 minutes, we're going to have the inflation reports, and I need to discuss still a few things. So I'm going to come back to that later, Nicholas, but thank you so much for your support of the nation. So we can see inverse head and shoulders getting created. Better said, we are seeing a gaining momentum structure on the weekly time frame, a reversal structure. This is a structure that you create on a reversal, and we've been in a very bearish trend. We can definitely all agree. We've been in a very bearish trend, and congratulations. We're watching with 1,500 people. Everyone who's right now watching, you literally survived the bear market. Congratulations. Now, better times will probably follow. So don't forget to, first of all, slap up the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, but if you can slap up the like button, will be absolutely amazing. We only got like 200 likes right now. We can easily smash it up towards 1,000. That will be absolutely amazing. Maybe I'm even going to do a giveaway today, because I have not done that for quite a while, and I like to give back. I like to give stuff back to my audience. So don't forget to slap up the like button, will be highly appreciated. But this is a clear reversal structure that currently is getting created on the weekly time frame that everyone needs to pay attention towards, because once we break above the 25.2k, basically the top side of resistance, that is the point where we confirm the break back above the range, and that is also the point where we confirm the break back in towards the low volume range, what would definitely confirm an insane target. And I mean, if I'm looking at the target for the inverse head and shoulders, the target is probably even more insane than the target of $25,000, because this target is $40,000. That is absolutely insane. So make sure to get ready for the next move. It's looking super exciting right now. At the same time, we're currently approaching resistance. We have to stay realistic. I'm getting very excited, of course, but currently we can see Bitcoin running in towards 200 weekly moving average. Very important level of resistance we need to break above of. Previously around, provided significant support in the bear markets, and right now it's providing resistance. So let's see if we can break above it. If we confirm the break above this level, it's once again going to be another very bullish continuation. But right now, I see many people asking me, but Rover, is this the time to step into Bitcoin, or is this the time to step into altcoins? That is the question I'm getting. So you can clearly see basically for the past, how many days is this exactly? So for the past 2 years, about 2 years, a little bit longer actually almost. So for the past 2 years, the Bitcoin dominance has been ranging between 50 and 40% here. And basically, once we're around to 40%, I think it's a good time to be buying altcoins. Once we're ranging on the top side, sorry, vice versa. So if we're ranging around the lower side, it's a good time to be buying Bitcoin. Vice versa, on the top side, it's a good time to be buying altcoins. So I think altcoins are getting approached again. I mean, what I usually like to do here is that once Bitcoin has such a significant rally, then I step into altcoins, not before. So if Bitcoin is dumping, you shouldn't step into altcoins, but Bitcoin is pumping for a significant while, then you should step into altcoins. At least that's what I'm currently doing. So yeah, I am looking to step into altcoins, not today, not tomorrow, but let's see when it is going to be happening. Someone is saying Capo is deleting his account. Lol. Really? That's crazy. That guy has been, I don't know what he's been doing. I don't know. But that's absolutely crazy. At the same time, currently talking about trades, guys. 14 minutes and the inflation data come out. And maybe I will be opening up a live trade here. But I'm looking at a new trade. I'm looking at a new trade. For sure, it's going to be a long position. And the question and criteria is here. Are we going to break above 25K? Should I short 25.2K? Maybe we're going to see a bearish report from the inflation. Maybe I should short at 25.2K, but I don't like to do it because the buy volume is very strong and the funding rate is still negative. So I'm looking actually at the long position, but my question is here, should I be longing? And I'm asking this to myself, and I'm currently still making up what I should be exactly doing here. The thing that I'm currently looking at, should I be longing the retest, so waiting for the confirmation of the breakout and the retest, or should I be longing the breakout of this 1 hour resistance target right here on the top side? So I'm currently waiting for it. It's also a pretty good shorting opportunity here on the top side, to be very honest, because Bitcoin is a little bit overextended. But yeah, we never know what's going to be happening if we see such a significant amount of buy pressure. So currently I'm waiting for my next trade here. I'm definitely coming very, very close towards my new trade here. I've been very accurate with my trades, but recently for the past 5 days here, I've not been really trading. 6 days, maybe even 7 days already. I've been taking it very slow with trading recently for the past 7 days. But believe me, I'm still looking at the market every single day. If there's an opportunity, I will share it. So make sure to stay posted. If you're interested in trading, don't forget to check out the links in the description, because if you sign up an account using the link in the description from Bybit, you can currently claim a $30,000 deposit bonus. But let me right now jump in towards the inflation, because in exactly 13 minutes from now on, we will have the US inflation. And the US inflation always drives the market crazy. It always creates significant market moves. Whether it's going to be up or down is going to create a gigantic market move. So currently the consensus is that it is going to come in around 6%, and the trading economics forecast is saying that it is going to come in somewhere around 6.1%. So if it is going to come in around 6 to 6.1%, probably not a lot of things are going to be happening, right? If it is going to come in colder, so it's going to come in lower than 6%, market is 1000% for sure going to be pumping like crazy, and then we could be breaking officially above 25K, because that could be the catalyst for a break above. But what if the inflation actually still comes in higher? That is the question that many people are asking, and I actually think that if the inflation comes in higher, there's still a very big likelihood that Bitcoin could maybe drop on the immediate short term, but going to be pumping like crazy afterwards. Why? Is because if the inflation comes in higher, they have to hike the interest rates, right? They have to hike the interest rates again. And if they do it, probably more banks or companies will fall. The economic system will fail. So they will only dig their own grave. So that is why I actually still think is actually quite good for Bitcoin. What is going to be coming in hotter or colder. So I am actually quite optimistic about this inflation reports here. Of course, it's going to be better if it's going to come in colder, because yeah, that is in the end of the day going to be more positive for Bitcoin, and in the end of the day more positive for the world. So let's see where it's going to come in at. If I'm looking at true inflation, it's predicting that in the beginning of February it was somewhere around 5.5%, and in the end it was somewhere around 5.15%. So it means that it is going to drop by 0.3 to 0.4%. So I would say it's going to come in somewhere around 6.1%, and not a lot of things are actually going to be going down today. But let's see what is going to be happening. I think it's actually going to come in around 6.1%, but let's see where it is going to come in at. If I'm looking at the core inflation, one of the most important things to look at actually, the forecast is that it is actually going to stay the same. And that is very bad. That is very bad. But the reason why Bitcoin is actually moving up right now, and why everything is getting so excited, is if I'm looking at the next rate hike probabilities for the next meeting on March the 22nd, we can see that currently, and let me refresh it, maybe it already changed again. So currently, a week ago, approximately more than 50 to 60% of the market was pricing in a 50 basis point hike. Currently, 0% of the market is pricing in a 50 basis point hike, and 73% of the market is pricing in a 25 basis point hike. While for the first time, 27% of the market is pricing in a 0 interest rate hike. So no interest rate hike at all. So if the inflation is going to come in significantly colder than expected, this probability of no rate hike at all is going to probably skyrocket. It's most likely going to skyrocket because if the inflation comes down very quickly, the Fed really wants to stop hiking interest rates, because what the Fed always does, once something goes broke, the Fed is still... Oh, sorry. This is not the article that I want to be doing here. The biggest pre-market moves. Oh, I'm going to look into that in a second here. But always, once something breaks, the Fed tends to pivot. That is a thing. They always keep on hiking the interest rates until something breaks. So let me quickly check this up here. The stock market is making biggest moves in pre-market. First Republic, Western Alliance, Uber, Lyft, and more. So apparently there are some crazy moves here. GitLab plunged 29%. BuzzFeed dropped 10% here. United Airlines fell 6% here. Credit Suisse dropped about 1.6%. So this is crazy. Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash more than 5%. Well, Bitcoin remains to be strong, guys. This is very important to pay attention towards. All these stocks are dropping while Bitcoin remains to be strong. So it's going to be very interesting because usually the Federal Reserve tends to pivot once something breaks, and currently things are breaking. So it's actually a signal that the Fed is probably going to turn around where they're actually heading towards. So the next meeting is going to be absolutely epic, and probably I think we're going to pump like crazy on the next meeting. Quickly, before going further in towards anything else here, going to say funding rate still negative. Usually makes it very interesting to long Bitcoin. Funding rate still stays negative. And also something else, and this is crazy alpha, guys. Make sure to slap up that like button for this one. Of course, we know if you've been in crypto, if you work in the space, or if you spend a lot of time in the space, you know that CZ yesterday tweeted about giving the chances in stablecoins and banks. Binance will convert all the remaining $1 billion in industry recovery initiative funds from BUSD to native crypto, including Bitcoin, BNB, and ETH. Some funds will also move on-chain. Transparency. So what he will be doing here is deploy $1 billion into Bitcoin, BNB. And out of anticipation, we saw the market also move up here because people thought, oh, CZ will be Binance will be buying $1 billion of Bitcoin. I should be buying some as well. But the nice part about this, and I have got proof, on-chain proof, is that the BUSD, they have deployed nothing yet. They have deployed $0 of their BUSD. So that $1 billion of stablecoins is still yet to be deployed in towards the market. You can see it right here. The value, $1 billion in BUSD. It's crazy. They have deployed $0 so far. This is absolutely crazy. So get ready. There's still another $1 billion yet to be deployed on the market that even could generate more buy pressure. This is absolutely crazy, and I'm getting very excited about it because this could even create another catalyst. We could see even more buy pressure in the coming days, and that is why you should be very careful with shorting Bitcoin right now, because CZ, Binance is looking to scale in another $1 billion into Bitcoin, ETH, and BNB. So get ready. Get freaking ready. It's going to become very exciting. So in 7 minutes from now on as well, we will have the US inflation reports, and that will probably kickstart a lot of volatility in the market. So get ready for that one. I'm going to be setting up a line where it's going to be happening. Oh, sorry, not this one. Boom. This one right here. So you can see on the 1 minute time frame that usually a lot of volatility tends to happen before the event. So get ready for it probably in the coming, usually the last 5 minutes. So from the next minute, we're probably going to see even more volatility in the market. So I'm getting very excited for that one. So I'm going to keep you guys up to date about what is going to be happening for that one. So it is actually quite crazy that CZ is also still yet to deploy another $1 billion in towards the market. So before the US inflation comes out, guys, we've got another 5 minutes. Don't forget to slap up that like button. We're almost watching with 2,000 watchers. That is absolutely crazy because we still consider this to be a bear market. So if you could slap up that like button, it will be absolutely appreciated. Will be absolutely crazy. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel because currently, let me show you this. We're around 105k subscribers, and I mean, we could do it to 106. Come on, guys. Let's slap up that like button, slap up the subscribe button. It will be absolutely amazing. I mean, recently we hit the 100k. That was a big milestone. But if we could, smash it up towards 1 million, that will be even more crazier, right? So Fed pivot historically makes the market dump. That is a fact. That is a fact. Because if you're looking back at all the times the Fed tends to pivot, the market tends to dump. But right now, the interest rate hikes, the rate hikes happen due to the fact of high inflation. And that wasn't necessarily always the point of the interest rate hikes in the past. So maybe it's going to be different this time, and maybe it's going to be different for Bitcoin in general. Let me also quickly check up on what is the S&P 500 doing. So the S&P 500 is probably, not doing so strong here. Like you can see, this market is still, it's still pre-market, of course, but it's not doing so strong. It's not doing so strong, especially if you compare it to Bitcoin. This is the 1 hour time frame for the S&P 500. This is a significant downtrend. While looking at Bitcoin on the 1 hour, it's a significant uptrend. So we're 4 minutes out before the inflation data comes out. Usually a lot of volatility tends to happen. Make sure to stick in the stream for at least 5 more minutes, because now the volatility is about to happen. And also, more importantly, in exactly 4 minutes from now on, you will be the first one to know what the inflation data is going to be here. Because, yeah, I am getting ready for what is about to go down here. I've got all my notifications ready on my phone. I'm refreshing the websites as well at the same time. Usually it tends to take me like 10 to 20 seconds before I got the data, because everyone is refreshing the page. So make sure to stick in the stream. I'm trying to do my best to let everyone know as soon as possible what the inflation data is going to be. To be exact, if it's going to come in around 6 or lower, the market is probably going to be very significantly pumping, but it's also very important to see where the core inflation is going to come in at and where the food inflation is also going to come in at. So going to keep you guys up to date about what is going to go down. Let me take a sip of water to chill down a little bit. What about XRP? Guys, I'm going to discuss altcoins also after the data comes out, because now there's too much stuff happening. And I mean, actually, I went live 30 minutes ago, and I had to rush to get everything in because there were so many things to discuss, and still I've got a lot of things to discuss yet. So make sure to stick in the stream, because this is the time to be watching. This is the time to be excited. This is the time to pay attention. What if the CPI is 6.2? It's going to be considered bearish for markets. Like I said, we're probably expecting to see a dump if it's going to come in higher than 6.1, so 6.2 or higher. However, for the long term, I don't necessarily think it's going to be a bad thing for Bitcoin. Why? Is because if the Fed keeps hiking the rates, there are more banks that are going to fall, what means that more people are probably going to rush into Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is not going to fall over, right? At least Bitcoin, of course, it can lose like 20% of its value in a few days.
Syntax.
So yeah, let's see what is going to be happening at that point. Let's see. Sorry for the background sound. I don't know what happened over there. Bitcoin could hit 28K today. Yeah, maybe. If we break above 25K. Let me check up real quickly. Sorry, I had to quickly send a message to someone. Okay, let me see. I want to dump the market. But CSAT is still looking to buy, because you can see here, still $1 billion US left to deploy. So let me see. We're about 1 minute out right now before the inflation data comes in. Let me know what you guys predict the market is going to come in at. The inflation is going to come in at. So far, the market looks very, very boring. There's not a lot of stuff happening right now, actually. There's not a lot of stuff happening. So the last minute is going in right now, and I can guarantee you there's going to be a lot of volatility on this next 1 minute candle. So let's wait for it. $6.4. I think 6 to 6.1 is actually very likely. So you can see volatility is starting to pick up. The question is, can we break above 25K? That is the level to break, right? That is the level to break. So I'm going to keep the eyes wide open. Guys, I'm ready. Mark my words. Okay, let's see. 5.9. 15 more seconds, and then the clock is over, and we're going to know more. 15 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and the data is out. And right now I'm refreshing. Refreshing. It looks to be positive, I guess. Looks to be positive. It's refreshing. Oh, Bitcoin is moving. It's moving. Okay, it's 6%. 6%. 6% US inflation. That's very nice. Let me quickly also check up what the core inflation is. Core inflation is 5.5. Also lower than actually expected. That is pretty nice. 5.5, and this is 6%. That's nice. 6%, guys. 6% inflation. What means that it is actually considered bullish. So Bitcoin is, it's moving back above 25K. Oh my gosh. Bitcoin is back above 25K, guys. Let's go. Let me quickly check up on the 1 hour candle. This is the level to break right now. We're approaching the level. The level to break for the 1 hour time frame is 25.1K, and I'm talking about a 1 hour close. So we have to be watching closely, but the inflation is coming in around 6%. You can also see it on my Twitter page. I just shared it over there as well. But we're knocking on resistance right now. It's considered very bullish for markets. You can see also on the S&P 500, it is moving up here. So let's see if Bitcoin can right now break above this resistance, because currently this is the level to break. This is the level where we got rejected every single time. And the question is really, can we break above it? Like I said, if we can break above this level, the next stop is really $28,000 to $29,000. So it's going to be important. We're going to be rich. We're going to be rich again. So yeah, currently we're knocking on the door. We're breaking above 25.2. So let me check what the range high was actually. If we break above this level, maybe we should be starting to scale in. Okay, we officially broke the range high. This is the highest level that Bitcoin ever traded at for the past, what is it? Let me say this correctly. So this is the highest level Bitcoin has ever traded around for the past 24 days. So that's actually very interesting. So you can see that currently we're having a lot of resistance. Let me check up on the volume as well. Quickly looking here, guys. Looking for some potential trades here. Looking for some potential trades. I'm getting ready. Bitcoin index. Let me open up the index. Let me open the volume. So if Bitcoin can break above it with enough volume, it will be amazing. So you can see the 5-minute volume is actually, it's starting to pick up. It's not so much volume, actually. I would have been expecting to see more volume. Let me quickly check up on what the CME futures are pricing in. 26.9% right now. Inflation is coming in. Oh, it's 28% right now. 28% of the market is pricing in no interest rate hike at all. And it's likely that this number is going to keep increasing. And if that keeps on happening, the market is going to pump even more in towards this week and in towards next week. I think this is going to be a bullish week for Bitcoin and for the stock market. I'm not very sure about it, but for Bitcoin for sure. Can't read the number. Oh, you're talking about this number right here. You can see if I refresh it, 6%. The inflation came in on 6%. You can see the inflation is coming down very quickly. The trading economic forecast was 6.1%, and it's coming in 0.1% lower. The consensus, it came in around consensus, so that's actually quite nice. So if you're looking at the 5 year, it's coming down very quickly right now. And that's very nice to see, because that's exactly what we need for the markets to see more continuations. And you can see it also over here. Let me quickly check up on the food inflation, how that is actually looking. Food inflation, also comes in significantly lower. That is very nice to see, actually. Food inflation comes in around 9.5%, dropped about 0.6%. Food inflation is very important for consumers, so it's nice to see. So the market is, of course, trying to be moving back up here. On Bybit, it even moved up to 25.7K. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. So some charts, Bitcoin even spiked further, to be very clear about that one. And you can see also on Bybit. Let me check up what the volume is here, right here. I think it's actually quite great here on Bybit as well. That's why it spiked up so significantly. Yeah, it spiked up significantly indeed. So a lot of volume is entering here. I am looking to trade this. But I'm not very confident about this push towards the upside, because usually on the US inflation data, once it comes in like this, it tends to be more volatile, and it tends to be more volume. And since the volume it's high, but not that high, and I'm not seeing a clear break above this level, it could even potentially be a rejection. On the 1 hour as well, we could create some bearish momentum, but the momentum in terms of the chart is very strong right now. You can see the rally is very strong. But I'm not very confident to long it right now, because, yeah, it's stupid to long Bitcoin once it's overbought, creating a bearish divergence and running in towards the most important resistance of the market. It really looks like a shorting opportunity, right? So, yeah, very careful right now with Bitcoin. Very, very careful. And I would suggest to everyone to be very careful right now. You can see that we're literally trading on resistance. If we confirm the break above this level, it could be very good. And it's actually also going to be quite important to look what the daily candle is going to do for Bitcoin, right? So looking at the daily, you can see it's looking good. It's looking strong for Bitcoin. But we need to see the confirmation. We need to see the confirmation. So yeah, I'm very excited, but as long as the 1 hour can't close above the white line and actually the red line as well, I'm not going to be very confident. So you can see we're trading below 25k again. Why is it dumping? Because 25k is the level to break. It's the most important resistance. And as always, it's coming down very quickly, actually. It's seeing a very significant rejection. Very interesting to see right now. So Bitcoin, the bulls are really finding around the 25k region, like we've been expecting. 25k is also not an easy level to break above. We've been seeing it getting tested over here for a couple days. A lot of fighting going on around this range. Right here as well. Right here as well. A lot of support getting found around the range. Currently, we're again at the fighting range. I mean, if you look at the structure, I am very confident that Bitcoin is actually going to break bullish. Why? You can see here, left shoulder, head getting created, and right shoulder. So we're seeing clearly a bullish bias structure getting created. Bullish bias structure is getting created. I'm confident that Bitcoin is going to break out, but I am more confident on trading this on the retest. So once Bitcoin breaks above it, I want to be longing right here on the retest. Once it confirms the break above, it sees a small retest, I'm going to long that retest. That is how I will be trading it, because if I'm going to be trading it like this, I'm taking zero risk. I'm taking zero risk of losing. Of course, there could be a potential situation where we're going to see a fake out, but of course, I've got my stop loss set up, and it's definitely worth it in terms of risk to reward. But this is definitely the setup that I'm currently going to be looking for. So, yeah, going to be looking to trade this one like this here. I'm not looking to trade it on the confirmation right now, on the 1 hour, 4 hour. I'm waiting for the confirmation actually on the daily and 4 hourly time frame. So sorry for that, but I'm going to take this very slowly because I think it's more secure to take it a little bit more slowly right now. But still, it looks like a very clear setup to me. It looks like a very super clear setup to me. And actually, what is also very interesting to see right now is that the Cryptocurrency trading algorithm is also long on Bitcoin. It did a very great job here. I don't know if you guys know about it, but it's basically an AI trading algorithm. Cryptocurrency, you can see it right here. You can find it also in the link in the description, Cryptocurrency. You can download the reports of all the data. If you go to the website, you go down, you can download all the results of this AI trading algorithm. But literally what it did, it shorted Bitcoin towards the downside right from over here, and it longed Bitcoin from up here towards the upside. So it did an amazing job here. So, I mean, you can check it out right now for yourself. You can download the reports because, yeah, I'm not lying about this stuff. You can literally download all the reports for yourself. You can check it out on the website. Go to cryptocurrencies.com. You can check it out in the link description right now here. But this is an AI trading algorithm that literally creates a win-win situation for the user and the platform. So it's crazy. And you definitely should be checking it out. But literally made a significant profit recently. Phantom is up 6%. That's very nice to see. Let me quickly check up on altcoins, what they're doing here. Quickly on CoinMarketCap to see a small little update right here. So on the 24 hours still, Bitcoin is doing a great job here, 13% up here. We can see Ethereum is not doing so well compared to Bitcoin, but it is doing quite okay compared to the 7-day. Of course, Bitcoin still outperforming. We can see it on the Bitcoin dominance as well. USDC, of course, recovered back towards $1. So congratulations if you bought it on 90 cents. You could have made a lot of money by it, but I currently didn't do it. I actually took my loss on USDC because I was too afraid for it. And at the same time, Solana is bouncing strongly. I'm not a big fan of Solana. Let me quickly see what Chainlink. Chainlink is very weak right now. However, Chainlink is a very strong project. In my opinion, look at this. It's not doing anything actually on the monthly. It's not performing very well, but Chainlink is definitely a very good project in terms of the use case and the thing what Chainlink is actually doing here. So I still think it's quite undervalued. One CPI report, it already came out. What are the core inflation and PP numbers? So we already discussed it. Core inflation came in around 5.5% here, so exactly as consensus. And the the inflation data came in around 6%, also exactly at consensus. So due to that fact, we're also not seeing that extreme big volatility, but we are still seeing Bitcoin moving up because it's quite positively. I'm waiting. So I've been already explaining my strategy. Currently, what I'm doing here is waiting for the break above the 200 weekly moving average, waiting above the break of this horizontal level right here, waiting for the break above the 25k region in general. And if we confirm the break above this level, then I'm going to be longing the retest because that makes it for me the most safe and reliable strategy to actually trade Bitcoin right now. Because if I'm going to be trading Bitcoin right now in this way, it's actually going to be making it quite risky in my opinion. It's going to be making it more risky than I'm not going to take unnecessary risk with trading, because trading is all about risk management, right? Let me check. So Chainlink, still excited about it. People want to be seeing some altcoins. Let me chart some altcoins. Let me quickly check up on ETH first. So ETH has been creating some very crazy consolidation patterns here on the weekly time frame. If I'm actually looking at the weekly time frame, you can clearly see this. You can see clearly this pattern that we're currently creating. We're creating an insane pennant. We're creating a pennant, and the question is, oh, whoa, that's not what I meant. The question is whether we're going to be breaking up or down. If we break up for the ETH price action, we're going to see a significant breakout, and that is what I'm basically waiting for. I'm waiting for this pennant to break out. This is, of course, a bearish pennant. It usually tends to break towards the downside, but if it breaks up, we could see significant volatility towards the upside getting created. So weekly consolidation for ETH, it's good. It's good for the market that we see this kind of consolidation, that it is getting ready for an insane breakout in the coming weeks, in the coming days potentially even, or maybe in the coming hours, because ETH has been moving significantly towards the upside. So yeah, we're getting ready for another significant move. You can see already on the weekly time frame that we're right now as well actually approaching this crazy important downtrend from the top side, and ETH has been going sideways a little bit on the weekly. You can see it clearly right here. Created, of course, the big wick on the lower side right here, but this is, of course, an important resistance level that we need to break above of, and that is why I'm going to keep all my eyes wide open for this level on ETH. Looking at the lower time frames, ETH has been seeing a significant rally. It's also knocking on the top side, just like Bitcoin is doing around the top side of resistance. This is really where ETH has been consolidating at. This is really the level where ETH needs to break above of, and currently we've not been able to do so. So this is the level to break. If we break above this level, see the confirmation on it, and the retest, of course, on the breakout. That is the point where you want to long it, because if you see such an important level of resistance, you know for sure once you break above it, and you ever going to be seeing a retest of this level, is going to be most certainly provide a significant amount of support. And that is why I want to be doing trading like this, because it makes it low risk and it makes it easy to be more right than wrong of the most times, right? So that is what I'm currently looking at for ETH. Also talking about some other altcoins, let me quickly check up on it. Before going in towards it, we can see the Bitcoin shorts are actually coming down very quickly. What is definitely very good to see here, while Bitcoin is once again moving back towards the upside. So it's still trying to do so, and that is very nice to see here in my opinion. At the same time, let me quickly check up on the dollar index. It is coming down. It's been trading sideways for a bit here. Dollar index not doing anything very special so far here. Looking at Solana, if I'm quickly checking up on Solana, we're right now trading at literally one of the most important levels of resistance. I'm not very excited about Solana. I'm not very excited about this project in general, and I still think VCs could be dumping Solana, so I should be very careful with it. And we're about to approach this legendary trend line towards the downside. EGLD also down very significantly from its all-time high here. Altcoins, a lot of altcoins are down significantly from its all-time high. EGLD as well. What I really think is the buy zone is this downward sloping support line. If we retest it, I think it's a good time to be buying it. But currently we're trading in somewhat of a sideways trading range, right? We're trading in this somewhat of a parallel channel, you can say. We're trading in a parallel channel, and the question is, when are we going to be breaking above the top side? If we break above the top side, that is the confirmation of a breakout and probably a bigger swing move in the market. So that is actually what I'm waiting for, and you can see also clearly that this horizontal level right here, previous support flipped into resistance, is the level to break. So once breaking above this level, I am planning to actually scale back in towards EGLD again. Looking then as well at Cake. I think Cake is also having a significant consolidation, and also Cake has got still a lot of development. So I think it's actually still for the long term quite a decent project. You can see we're creating a significant consolidation phase, and also on the weekly time frame. So getting ready for big moves, not today, not tomorrow, but in a while here. At the same time, Bitcoin, it is moving back up here, guys. So I'm trying to pay attention towards altcoins, but at the same time, Bitcoin is moving up like crazy. Let me quickly check up on XRP, because many XRP people in the chat here as well. XRP as well, quickly checking up on it. So XRP in the weekly time frame, not a lot of stuff is actually happening right here. It's been basically dead for a while here, but you can clearly see in the weekly time frame, it is actually starting to create a significant weekly pennant. It's creating a weekly pennant, and this is really suggesting that the XRP price action is going to be breaking anytime soon. It's a bearish bias pattern since it came from, oh, Bitcoin, holy guacamoles. Sorry, I'm going to try to talk about XRP later, because Bitcoin is moving up like crazy, and it's moving above the previous range high. So you can see also on the 4-hourly time frame right now, we are officially confirming a higher high than the previous highs in the market. What is very good. What is very beautiful to see. And if we confirm the break above this level right here on the daily time frame, we are literally confirming the breakout. And if we confirm the breakout, the next target is, I've been saying it for quite a while, $28,000 to $29,000. And that is from the point of the breakout or the retest at approximately 15% move towards the upside. So that is a quite significant move. That's quite of a significant move that we should be all paying attention towards. So, yeah. I mean, maybe CZ is deploying right now. Let me quickly do a tweet about it. Bitcoin breaking 25k. Quickly tweeting about it, guys. I tweet all my tweets myself as well. I scheduled already a very funny 1st of April joke. So be ready for that. Make sure to follow me for that. At RoverCRC, better known as Crypto Rover on Twitter as well. Check it out right there. What were I talking about? It was Bitcoin, of course, is moving up, but XRP weekly time frame is creating a pennant and really suggesting us that we're getting ready for a big move here. So keep your eyes wide open for that one. XRP is looking to get ready. It's looking to get probably a major breakout in the coming 2 or 3 weeks ahead of ourselves. Maybe it's even going to happen anytime soon if Bitcoin keeps on increasing like this, because Bitcoin is absolutely skyrocketing right now, like you can see on the 15 minutes. Yeah, this is really a significant move that we have been created. So get ready for XRP as well, but get ready for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is right now looking to be breaking back above 26k potentially even here. Oh, this is amazing. Don't forget to slap up the like button, will be appreciated. We're watching with 2,000 people. Can we smash it up to at least 1,000 likes? Will be incredible. So don't forget to slap up the like button. The Bitcoin is breaking. It's about to hit 26k, guys. It's about to hit 26k. Yeah, Bitcoin just hit 26k, or not? Yeah, it hit 26k. So I think this is the confirmation. Yeah, guys, we're confirming the breakout right now. I'm looking at a lot of several things right now here, but Bitcoin looks to be breaking officially above the range. This looks to be the breakout. Let me check up the volume real quickly. Let me check up on the volume. The volume is very important to watch in these kinds of breakouts, because this is a very critical breakout. Volume on the 5 minute is, it's quite decent because the candle's just live. 50 minutes, it's quite decent. 1 hour, it's quite decent. Could be better. Let's see where it's going to be finishing at. But there's a significant amount of buy pressure, but you can see on these last attempts right here, right? So on these attempts on these levels, there was quite a lot of volume, because there's just quite a lot of sell pressure around this range. But it looks to be that sell pressure is drying up here. Maybe it's CZ that's deploying its $1 billion right now. Let me quickly check up. No, it's still the same. So once CZ is deploying, I will notify everyone out there, because CZ still have got $1 billion left to deploy. So that is absolutely crazy. They still got $1 billion left to deploy on the market, and they're going to buy Bitcoin, ETH, and BNB. So expect these 3 coins to actually move up quite significantly. But yeah, Bitcoin is doing very well. You can see on Bybit as well, quick spikes towards the upside. If you want to be trading this, you can right now get a Bybit account. If you sign up using an account using the link in the description, you can currently claim a $30,000 deposit bonus. If you sign up without the link and just go to the website, you can only claim like a $4,000 deposit bonus. So it's a win-win situation. So if you want to be trading Bitcoin, check out the links in the description right now. But yeah, this is significantly, and this is the platform actually, Bybit as well. It's this is the platform where I also use what I also use to trade Bitcoin. And yeah, CryptoC is also doing a very good job here, because it's currently also long. And this is my trading AI. It's an AI that basically automatically trades for you. You can also check it out in the link in the description. But it made more than 22% profit, outperforming Bitcoin in the first 6 months. So that's absolutely crazy. And not on a backtest, it's been live. And all the results, you could download them on the website. So that's crazy. Yeah, we're breaking above 26k, guys. I mean, I was not expecting that this was going to happen so quickly, but I'm loving it. And Jim Cramer actually said to sell Bitcoin. Well, Jim Cramer actually said to sell Bitcoin. You can see it right here on Twitter. Jim Cramer just tweeted, yesterday said on the Sally, I would sell my Bitcoin right now into this rally, believe me. yesterday once Bitcoin was up 4%, and at the end of the day, it was up 20%. So he's been very well. He's been doing very well recently. Also with his other predictions about the banks to buy their stocks. So Jim Cramer has been saying yesterday that we should sell our Bitcoin, and that's why it keeps going up. It keeps going up. It's crazy. So currently it looks to be as well that we're potentially going to start breaking out of the weekly inverse head and shoulders. So the weekly inverse head and shoulders also got a significant price target on the top side. The price target of this pattern right here is coming in somewhere around $40,000. So that is quite a significant movement. And yeah, 40K we could definitely say is most certainly the end of the bear market. $40,000 is most certainly the end of the bear market. Sorry, not the end of beginning of potential reaccumulation phase of the market. Not the end of the bear market. I think the end of the bear market has already been here. So yeah, that's why. Very interesting to see right now what's happening. And yeah, for me, really to say that this is the confirmation of the breakout, I need to see a 1 hour candle close above it. If we close the 1 hour candle above the 25.2K, then we confirm the breakout on the 1 hour. Then we have to be waiting for the 4 hour, another 3 hours. If you confirm the break above this red line right here, the 25.2K, we confirm the breakout of the range right there as well. And on the daily time frame, if we confirm a close back above 25.4K, on the daily time frame, we officially are confirming the breakout on the daily time frame, and that would confirm that Bitcoin is going to enter the low volume range. So let me quickly show you this again here on the VPVR. Let me set the VPVR quite all right here. Let me set the row size on 70. So looking at the VPVR, let me remove the volume as well. Boom, boom. And let me set it to the 3-day time frame actually. So looking at the VPVR, you can see basically on the right side how much volume is traded in each range. And you can see here between $25,000 and $28,000, there's almost no volume traded. So if we break inside of this range, we will be most certainly see a lot of volatility. So yeah, we're about to be approaching this range, and that will make it super interesting to see for Bitcoin what is going to be happening next. But Bitcoin keeps on steadily trading around 25 to 26K. We're flying to 30K today. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised actually if we fly up to $28,000. I think $30,000 is quite a significant target, but 28K is definitely doable. Definitely doable. A 9-month high. Yeah, we are literally forming a 9-month high right now. Let me see. So this is the highest Bitcoin has ever traded in the 274 days, and 274 is indeed a 9-month high. That's insane. Oh, that is absolutely insane. Will there be a pullback? I mean, right now, it looks to be that Bitcoin remains to be very strong. A pullback could always happen, and you should always anticipate it. But I don't think it's necessarily super likely to see a very big pullback if we confirm the 1 hour candle close above it. If we see a pullback, I expect to see 25K flip into support. So will there be a pullback? Could always happen because we're getting pretty overextended right now, right? So I think it's stupid to long Bitcoin right now. I'm not opening up long positions right now on Bitcoin, and I should be very careful with that one as well. So what I'm currently doing is just waiting for the confirmation. If we see the confirmation above 26, on the daily time frame, I'm actually going to look at potentially longing the retest. But currently, I shouldn't be long Bitcoin because yeah, you're longing literally overbought conditions, and you're longing into an exponential rally, and that's usually very, very scary to do. I should not really advise anyone to do that. I shouldn't do that at all. Or wait for the next crash. Why? Yeah, I mean, waiting for the next crash. I mean, if we're looking at the daily time frame, we can see the structure for Bitcoin is very strong. I've been saying this for the whole stream already. The structure is very strong. We can see left shoulder getting created, head getting created, right shoulder. So what we are seeing basically, and what basically, if you don't know what the head and shoulders what the inverse head and shoulders the inverse head and shoulders pattern basically means is just pure market structure reading. So, I mean, I've been predicting that Bitcoin was going to fall down right here. I've been saying that for quite a long time because Bitcoin was creating weak market structure. But if I'm right now looking at the pure market structure for what we're actually seeing here on that daily time frame, we are seeing that Bitcoin was, of course, coming from a downtrend. We're coming and forming lower lows. And right now, we officially confirmed a higher low on the higher time frames. And that is looking very good for Bitcoin. Confirming a higher low on the higher time frames is a very good thing to see. And that is why you should be very careful with saying, oh, should I wait for the next crash? I've been saying it, dollar cost average. I mean, I've been buying every single day Bitcoin for the past 200 to 300 days. Buying Bitcoin every single day. I've bought it yesterday. I bought it last week. I bought it 4 months ago. I bought it 3 months ago. I buy Bitcoin every single day. That is literally my strategy, because then I buy a very good average price. And so far, I've been doing very well because for the average price, I've been buying somewhere around $20,000. And I think $20,000 is pretty fair price, right? So if we confirm the break above this level, we actually confirm the break of this pattern. And this is not just a pattern. No, there's not only me that's looking at it. There are professional traders, millions of dollars that are looking at this. And more importantly, there are so many stop losses that are going to get hit in this region right here, what could cause that significant spike towards the upside. I mean, we're already seeing it. We're already approaching 26K very fast. But there could be more stop losses getting hit. The FOMO could start to can start to kick in. Usually FOMO tends to get kicked in if we see these kinds of rallies, right? Once Bitcoin moves up so quickly. So FOMOs could start to hit in. Shorts could start to get squeezed. Let me quickly check up on what the squeeze is right now. I don't think it's a big one so far. $300 million. And what is it? It's not 83% short. So past 24 hours, we saw $250 million US getting liquidated in short positions. Should be very careful with shorting Bitcoin right now, especially on such kind of a breakout back up of $26,000. And Bitcoin just broke its 9-month high. And it's super stupid to short this, in my opinion. Let me quickly check up on what's getting priced in right now on the Fed. Next meeting. Oh, whoa. Now it's getting priced in that we're going to see actually that 25 basis point hike. That's interesting. So a lot of things are changing right here. So let's see how it's going to be playing out. Of course, we're going to watch in towards this the coming week. A lot of things could still change. Yeah, Bitcoin is steadily trading above 26K. Bitcoin target right now. The target is $28,000 to $29,000. If I see in confirmation on the daily time frame for a clear break above the level. So a clear break above the level means a daily candle close above 25.4K. Then I will be definitely with full confidence say that the next target is $28,000. But right now I'm not saying it with full confidence because yeah, we just saw we're about to see the 1 hour confirmation. We've not even seen the 4 hour confirmation, so I'm not saying it with 100% confidence right now. So I'm still waiting for that for me to say that basically. But definitely, I'm very excited, of course, about the market. But the target is $28,000 to $29,000 if we confirm the break above this level. Yeah. How much altcoins are you? I'm right now not buying a lot of altcoins, but I'm actually looking to do so if we confirm the break above the range. I'm actually looking to scale into altcoins. That is really the point where I would like to do so. But right now, not very convinced to do so, and not very excited to really step into altcoins massively right now. 28K is strong resistance indeed, but that's the target of the breakout. So yeah. Yeah, indeed. So I will be wrapping up the stream right now. That was it for me on today's stream here. It was, of course, a pleasure to be your guest. If we are going to see some more confirmations, definitely going to try to jump live again Also, what's going to be very important that you subscribe to the channel, because in tomorrow's video, we will be discussing, if we're seeing the breakout, we will be discussing these most important charts, talk about it, talk about our next trade, because yes, I really want to be trading this, but I'm going to do it safe. I'm going to take low risk with high returns, so I'm getting ready for my next trade. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to be staying up to date about exactly my next trade, how I'm going to do so, and if we will confirm the breakout above this level. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel right now. Don't forget to go to cryptocurrencies.com. You can find it in the link description right now. If you are interested in AI trading is taking over, and next week ChatGPT 4 will be launching. Personally, I think AI is really taking over right now here, and you could trade yourself as well by doing nothing. Literally, an AI can trade for you, and that is this product. Cryptocurrencies is an AI that trades for you. Made more than 22% profit, outperforming Bitcoin in the first 6 months, and made more in the last month we made more than 12% profit as well. So it's an automatic trading strategy. You can check it out right now in the link description. You can get a subscription what suits to you. It's featured in CoinDesk, Forbes as well, and you can check it out right now for yourself as well. You can super easy to set up. It takes like 5 minutes. You can watch the onboarding video, so check it out in the link description. Bitcoin is even moving up further right now here. And it looks to be that we're breaking above the range here. The target is $28,000. And I mean, I actually don't want to stop the live stream right now because Bitcoin is even moving further up right here. It is actually very crazy, but I do have got something to do actually 30 minutes from now, and so I have to get ready for that one. I'm going to keep my eyes wide open on the price action for Bitcoin. The question also really remains, can we close the weekly candle above the 200 weekly moving average, aka the $25,000? If we can confirm the weekly candle above that one, we're confirming not only the weekly inverse head and shoulders breakout, but we're also confirming the 200 weekly moving average breaking on the weekly time frame. What is absolutely crazy to see. So we're looking for a lot of potential confirmations. Bitcoin is breaking in towards the low volume range. We move very quickly through low volume ranges, so get ready for that one. But thank you so much for watching towards amazing new live stream. I love it. Feels like the bull market is back, but this is just the beginning, guys. Next bull run is going to be even more crazier, but thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.